hello, or should I say bonjour, or maybe actually bonsoir. The reason is because I'm talking about Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle Le Parfum today, which is of course a very French perfume by a very French man. So I wanted to have a chat about this perfume because I just really like it. It's really fun, it's really unusual, it's kind of mysterious, kind of sexy, and also just like, I don't know, different. Like, it's unique, it's different, it's exciting, it's very Moorish and addictive, and it's not my usual kind of perfume, but I'm into it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm into it. And I wanted to share it with you because I think it's really special and fabulous and it's new, and I thought you might want to know about it. So yeah, here it is. Here is the bottle. It is of course the classic Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle, but I think it's more of a kind of faceted, like a crystal cut. I don't know if you can see, and then she is wearing a garland of red roses. Well, I assume they're red roses. They're in gold, but I think they're probably roses. But I think she's a very pretty bottle, and she's also a bit of an ombre too. Like at the bottom she's more pinky, and then at the top she's more dark, and I think that's really lovely. Anyway, I'm already wearing the perfume. I keep trying to record this and I keep like getting it wrong, and so I'm wearing quite a lot of the perfume already, so I don't want to spritz anymore because literally I think it's because I keep trying to like say French words and I'm just like, I can't do this, and then I keep being like, oh, I'm gonna re-record, I'm gonna start from the beginning. But now I am literally doused in the perfume because every time I record it I spray more perfume. So this time I'm not going to spray any perfume, but just know this wrist has like probably like the perfume on for like maybe an hour, and it's kind of a little bit more dried down. This one I literally spritzed 5 minutes ago and it's much fresher. So, you know, it's nice to have the first impressions and then to have a little bit of a dry down version. So this perfume is of course La Belle Le Parfum. This is where I keep going wrong because I keep saying it in a French accent and keep like just feeling awkward and just so uncomfortable, and I'm kind of an uncomfortable person anyway. Like, I'm kind of awkward. So yeah, throw a French accent into the mix and I'm just so embarrassed of myself. Anyway, this perfume is absolutely beautiful. It's so fun, it's so joyful, it's just very magical. So it contains notes of vanilla, pear, almond, belladonna and musk. I personally also think it's got some other notes going on in there. I think there's maybe some cinnamon. I think there's maybe some amber. I think there's some leathery accords. And I would almost be tempted to say there's like some tonka bean. I don't know, there's more than meets the eye. The pear, I am kind of almost surprised by, because to be honest, I only smell pear, like a tiny amount on first spritz. Like, I don't think it's a very dominant accord. I would say the vanilla is a very dominant accord, but it's quite a boozy, almost a rich, I don't know, it's quite a rich, intense, almost bourbon-y vanilla. Like, it's quite dark. It's not a sweet, sexy, macaroony, cakey vanilla. It's much darker, deeper, richer. It's much more nectary, if that makes sense. The almond is strong, it's intense. I would say the almond is probably the most dominant accord, but like the other accords make the almondy more almond specialness. Do you know what I mean? And then the belladonna, I don't really know what belladonna smells like, but I think it's kind of like a night blooming, florally kind of thing. It's kind of magical, kind of, I don't know, kind of almost a dark art type thing. And then the musk is of course very animalistic. It's not a sweet, soft, kind of girly musk. It's more of a very much more animalistic, intense, dark musk. Does that make sense? Also, it's got great longevity. I have worn this quite a few times and I am very, very, very impressed with the longevity, because it really does, it hits and it continues to hit, which is great. Because let's be honest, it's not cheap. It's like £77 per 50ml bottle, but I would say with the incredible longevity and the punch that it's a real power scent and it really does go on for hours. I would say that actually 50ml for £77 is reasonable. I'm just going to put it out there. What else? Oh yes, it's described by the brand as sensual, intense and addictive. Completely agree. It is sensual. It is a very sexy perfume. It's quite intense. It's quite playful. It's just, I don't know, it's got that je ne sais quoi. See, this is what I keep doing. I keep throwing in Frenchness and I keep being like, what am I doing? Why am I trying to speak French to you? But yes, it's quite sensual, it's quite sexy, but it's also quite playful. Like, it's not taking itself too seriously. I think it's not just like an obvious sensual perfume. I think the almondiness makes it, I don't know, just something a little bit more unusual, which is what I like about it. I also think there might be a hint of amber in there. There's almost kind of like a leathery smokiness to it, which I think is why I like it so much. It is sweet, but then it's also dark, rich, mysterious and exciting. The smell is of course intense. I think we've already covered that. It does really pack a punch. It's a pure power scent and the longevity is incredible. And yes, in terms of being addictive, it really is. It's very Moorish. You really just want to keep going back for more and more and more. It's very addictive. It's almost quite delicious and it's quite like edible. It reminds me of like, I don't know, leather and like rich cakes and booze. You know, it's quite a boozy perfume. It's quite almondy. It's almost amaretto-y. Just putting it out there. I don't really remember what amaretto tastes like because I haven't had it in a very long time, but it kind of reminds me of the way that I remember amaretto being. Does that make sense? If you've smelt this perfume and drank amaretto recently, let me know if you think there's a connection between the two, because I feel like there is. What else? It is sweet, but it's not sugary sweetness. It's more of like a rich vanilla bourbon-y sweetness. It's also like a little bit tonka beany, so it's kind of earthy but sweet with it. What else? I do feel like there's a hint of like spice in here. There's a hint of maybe nutmeg, cinnamon, pink pepper. There's definitely some kind of like rich spiciness which kind of blends with the vanilla as well, which is really special and exciting. And I'm trying to think what else. I don't know, that might be it. Like, it's just a really, like, it's a strong, heavy, intense perfume. It's playful, it's sexy, it's very almondy, it's very vanilla-y, it's very earthy and woodsy and kind of smoky and leathery. It's almost unisex, but it's not. It's not, I don't know, it's not your average sweet, sexy evening perfume. It's a little bit different, it's a little bit unusual. I think it's the almondiness just gives it this kind of edge to it, which I really like. Yeah, it's just playful, it's not taking itself too seriously, it's not desperate to be sexy, it just kind of is. And I don't know, I just think it's fun and exciting and kind of moody, kind of mysterious, kind of night blooming-y. I do feel like it has a hint of like a night blooming floral, almost like a jasmine. I don't know, I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe like a tuberose heliotrope, that kind of like, there's just something about it which just gives me the vibes. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's really fun and special and unusual, and yeah, just very addictive and Moorish and unusual and playful. Like, it is very playful, but it's also evening and sexy. I don't know, it's giving me vibes. I like it, I think it's fun, and that's why I thought I'd do a video about it. So this is the new perfume. Yeah, it's a beautiful bottle. It's very much a punchy power scent. I wouldn't necessarily think of it as a summery perfume. You could very much get away with it in the summer, especially summer evenings, but I would say it definitely will take you through into autumn, and I think it would be a beautiful winter Christmas scent too. Yeah, I think it's a good one. I think it's good. It does give me, I don't know, like almost geranium tuberose vibes, but I would say the most dominant accords in it are vanilla, almond, maybe an amber, a leather, an animalistic musk, and a night, I don't know, a night blooming floral, which is probably the Belladonna. You know, now I know what Belladonna smells like. Anyway, that's my video, that's my review. I hope you like it. Sorry, I feel like I'm all over the show today, but yeah, I think it's just the heat. It's making me crazy. What can I say? Anyway, that's my video. I hope you like. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.